Hello, my name is Pawan Parikh and my ID is 21DCE068 and my topic is Logisim. So the content we are going to I am going to explain in this PPT is Logisim interface, Logisim definition, purpose, features, and welcome to Logisim. Logisim interface. So friend, this is the interface of the Logisim. When you open this application, so you find this is the interface of the Logisim. Logisim definition. Logisim is an educational tool for designing and stimulating the digital logic circuits. With simple toolbar interface and stimulation of circuits as they are built, it is simple enough to facilitate learning the most basic concept related to the logic circuits. With the capacity of building larger circuit from the smallest sub-circuit and draw the bundles of wires with a single mouse drag. Logism can be used to design the simulate entire CPUs for educational purpose. Logism, well, what is the purpose of logism? So, a module in general education computer science service, a unit in SOFOM level computer organizations courses, or a full semester in upper division computer architecture courses. Features of the logism. So, first of all, it is free. It runs on any machine supporting the Java 5 or latest special version. Um, The drawing interface is based on the initiative bar, color-coded wires aid in stimulating and debugging a circuit. The wiring tools draws the horizontal and the vertical wires automatically, connecting to the components and to the other wires. Completed circuits can be saved into a file, exported to a GIF file, or printed on a printer. This include the combinational analysis module allows for conversion between circuits, truth tables, and Boolean expressions. Logism allows you to design and stimulate the digital circuits. It is intended as an educational tool to help you learn how to circuit works. Steps of building the circuit. First of all, orient yourself, adding gates, adding wires, adding text, and text your circuits. Orienting yourself. When you start Logism, you will see a window similar to the following. Since you will be using a different system, some of the details may be slightly different. All Logism is divided into three parts called Explorer, Pane, the Attribute Table, and the Canvas. Above these parts are the menu bar and the toolbar. The canvas is where you all draw your circuit, and the toolbar contains the tools and that you will use to accomplish this. Building a circuit is the easiest and the inserting the gates. First, as a sort of skeleton for connecting wires into the later circuits, the first thing we are going to do is add the two AND gates. Click on the AND tools. Click on the AND tools in the toolbar. The next to the last tool listed. Then click in the editing area where you want to AND gates to go. Be sure to leave the plenty of the room for stuff on the left hand. Notice the five dots on the left side of the end gates. These are the spots where wires can be attached. It happens that we all just use two of them for our XOR circuit. Now add other gates. First click on the OR tool, then click where you want it and select the NOT tool and purpose of those two gates into the canvas. I left a space between the NOT gates and the AND gates. If you want to you can put them up against each other and save yourself the effort of the drawing of a wire in later. Heading wires. After you have all the components blocked onto the canvas, you are ready to start adding wires. Selecting the wiring tools, then start dragging from one position to another in the canvas areas, and a wire will start to appear between the 2 points. Where wires in the logism must be horizontal or vertical to connect the upper input to the NOT gate and the AND gate. Then I added three different wires. Heading wires. As you draw wires, you may see some blue or gray wires. Blue in logism indicate the wire that at that point is unknown, and gray indicate the wire is not connected to anything. This is not big deal temporarily, but by the time you finish your circuit, none of your wires should be blue or gray. The unconnected legs or the OR gates will still be blue. That's fine. Now, idea how to adding the text in Logisim. So, adding the text to the circuit isn't necessary to make it work. But if you want to show your circuit to somebody, then some labels help to communicate the purpose of the different pieces of your circuit. Select the text tool. You can click on an input pin and start trying to the give it a label. Testing your circuit. One final step is to test our circuit to ensure that it is really does what we intend. Logism is already stimulating the circuit. Let's look again where we go. Where Not that the input pins both contain zeros, and so does the output pin. This is already tells us that the circuit already computes a zero when both the inputs are zero. Sub-circuits. Create a new schematic for your work. Create a new sub-circuit. You will be prompted to name a sub-circuit. It called NAND. In the new schematic windows that you see, create a simple NAND circuit with two input pins on the left side and an output pin on the right side. Go back to your main schematic by double clicking main in the circuit selector at the left of the screen. Your original schematic will now be displayed but your NAND circuit has been stored. Now single click the word NAND in the list. This will tell the Logisim that you wish to add your NAND circuit in your main circuit. Logisim menus. So in Logisim menus, there are file menus, edit menus, project menus, help menus, Windows menus, and stimulate menus. The Explorer pane. Libraries contains components that can be dropped into the circuit. They are displayed as folders in the Explorer pane. To access a libraries component, you have only to double click the corresponding folder below. I have opened the Gates library and selected the NAND tools from it. You can see that the Logisim now stands ready to add NAND gates into the circuit. Logisim libraries. In the load libraries sub-menus, you can see that Logisim has three categories of libraries. Built-in libraries, Logisim libraries, jar libraries. These all are in Logisim libraries. Built-in libraries are libraries that are distributed with Logisim. Logisim libraries. Are projects built with Logisim and saved to the disk. You can develop a set of the circuits in a single project and then use the set of the circuits as a library for another projects. Java libraries are the libraries that are developed in the Java but not distributed with Logisim. You can download Java libraries that others have written, or you can write your own. Library reference: base library, gate library, and memory library. As you can see in this slide. The attribute table. Many components have attributes, which are properties for the configure how the components behaves or appear. The attribute table is for viewing and displaying the components attributes. Creating bundles. Every input and the output on every component in the circuit has a bit width associated with it. Splitters. When you work in multi-value, you will often want to route different bits in the different direction. In this example, the splitter happens to actually split an uh, incoming value with into multiple outgoing values. Wire colors. So there are several colors of wires in Logisim. We are now in a position to summarize the full rainbow of colors that Logisim wires can take on. Gray, blue, dark green, bright green, black, red, and orange are the different colors of the different wire colors in Logisim. Thank you.